channel. Today I'm going to be going through my November favorites. I know I'm a little bit late. You guys, I have really struggled with my time management the last couple weeks. As you know, I have not been uploading as much. It's been chaotic. Like, I am trying to keep up, and it's just that time of year. You know what I'm talking about. I was doing so good, and then Thanksgiving came around, and then everything just went completely haywire. So I am trying to catch up, but I wanted to go through my November favorites. I have a lot of favorites that I am going to be talking about in today's video. I have some hair products that I'm going to get into because I've actually been doing a lot of like switching my hair products. Not my shampoo and conditioner, because you guys know I absolutely love my Olaplex. It is like my favorite thing in the world, but more like styling products. So I've been trying to find different products, kind of switching things up a little bit. Several of these products I've been wanting to share with you guys, and I'm like, no, I need to wait until my November favorites. Oh my gosh, I have found some really good products. First off, this is not one that's new to me, and this is one that I ran out of and didn't repurchase right away, and I completely regret it. So this is the Sexy Hair Powder Play Light. Now here's the key. The key is to buy the light. The regular is just a little bit too heavy for this scalp. You only need a teeny bit of this, and it has a pump on it. You can get this at Ulta, anywhere that they sell sexy hair. But what I like to do is I like to take, like, you know, right here on the crown area, and I will take a tiny pump of it, like right, see how I just did right a little bit right there, and I'll rub it into the scalp. And I've talked about this before on my channel, and those of you who have bought it based on my recommendation just love it. So what it does is it really pumps the root up. So it will give me that instant volume. I gotta do this side now to match. I mean, you can see that it just gave that pump and that volume to the hair. But this is one that is, you know, tricky. Like, you don't want to use too much of it. You want to use enough to make it effective. But you don't want to get too heavy in your scalp, especially if you have really dark roots like I do. And I just had my roots done, so my roots are pretty dark right now. But this stuff is bomb. I highly recommend it. But again, I cannot stress it enough. Look for the word light. The regular is just too heavy and I don't like it, but this one is bomb. Next up, this one is from Creaseless. Is that how you pronounce this? Creaseless? I hope so, because I just botched the shit out of it if it's not. So this is the blow drying Miracle Thermo Repositionable Reshape Heat Lotion. Okay, that was a lot. Like, kind of unnecessary. Put it on damp hair, and it's heat activated. So it took me a minute to kind of really understand what this product does. So you run it through your hair while it's wet, and then you blow dry it. So once you put the coating on the hair, it's locked and loaded, right? And then when you heat activate it by blow drying it, it starts to activate. So if you're somebody that likes to round brush your hair, this will kind of give you that longer lasting blow dried look, you know, with the round brush. Or if you're somebody that likes to curl your hair, this is already locked and loaded on the hair. And so even though your hair is dry, if you go in the next day to curl it, it's going to be activated again by heat. So it really locks the curl in. I have noticed such a big difference when it comes to the longevity of my curls when I started using this product. I was shocked by it. Like I said, it took me a minute to understand it. But once I got it, and it clicked in my head what this actually does, this is really good. I was really impressed with it. It has really high ratings on the Sephora website, and it's good. Like, it's really, really good. I'm impressed by it. The next product is also from Sexy Hair. I got this at my beauty supply store, and this is called the Texture Sexy Hair Surfer Girl, and it's a dry texturizing spray. Normally, I'm not a huge fan of dry texturizing spray. And I asked the girl, I was like, do you have a good, like a really good dry texturizing spray that doesn't make your hair feel dirty? Because the thing that I don't like about dry texturing sprays is I feel like they make the hair look a little bit dingy looking, and I like my hair to have a shine to it. She said that we can't keep this in the shelf. Like, everybody is knocking this out. Like, all the stylists, you know, because I have a license, so, you know, I go in there and buy at the discounted rate. And she says all the stylists have been coming in and just grabbing this like nonstop, and they're absolutely loving it. Their clients are loving it. Like, It's like the new greatest dry texture spray. I was like, okay, fine, you talked me into it. I'm kind of one of those sucker customers. Like, if you tell me everybody wants it, I'm gonna buy it. And I'm really dumb that way, but whatever. I digress. So I grabbed it, brought it home, and this is bomb. So if you're somebody that you feel like your hair gets flat, so this is going to give you the volume through here. Now you could probably use this at your roots, but I think this is actually going to be better when you use it inside your hair, where you want that texture, because sometimes when your hair is too soft, it won't hold a curl. But if you put a little bit of something in it, give it the texture that it needs, then once you curl it, it will hold a curl. The hair needs something to grip when it comes to the curl. If your hair is really clean, you guys know when you first wash your hair, it doesn't always curl the best. It curls the best the next day. Like on dirty hair, is almost the easiest hair to do, if you know what I mean, especially if you're gonna do like an updo or something. But this will give you that kind of texture through the hair that will grip with a curling iron, but it's not gonna dirty it up, and it doesn't feel gross, and it doesn't take from the shine. And I really, really like this. This has been a really nice texture spray. Okay, next up, I am new to this brand. I've heard people talk about the Color Wow brand for a really long time, and I honestly thought it was just one of those hyped up products from another celebrity hairstylist that's launching their own brand. And I didn't really understand the hype behind it until my stylist used this on my hair. I was like, what is that stuff? My hair looked like glass. It literally made my hair shine like it's never shined before, but it didn't make it look oily. It doesn't make it look greasy. This is like technology that I've never seen before. I have these three products. So this is actually just like a, like a shine spray that you want to use on the side, in between washes. Look at that. Like it just, shines up the hair. It smells divine, by the way. Shines up the hair, but it doesn't make it look oily or greasy, because that's the one thing I don't want my hair to look is greasy. So this one I wouldn't say is like necessary. This is just kind of in between the washes, just to kind of amp things up and give the shine, a little bit extra. The next two that I'm going to talk about, in my opinion, are the best that I've tried so far. Well, the next three I'm going to talk about. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. So this is called the Dream Coat, a supernatural spray. So it's the award-winning humidifying sealant, stops hair from becoming a hot mess in even the highest humidity. Activated by heat and can last up to 3 shampoos. So you shampoo, condition, and towel dry your hair. Divide into sections. Spray it liberally and evenly on damp, not wet hair. Do not apply other styling products to damp hair. Blow dry each section using a brush to hold the hair taut. This requires blow drying to activate. For best results, apply every 3rd shampoo. So this is not something you're going to use, every time you wash your hair, and it's going to last you a really long time. This is like a game changer. These two products together will make your hair shine like you just left the salon. That's what I've loved most about this, is that, how when you get your hair done and, your stylist will, blow dry your hair and you're always like, oh, I want my hair to look like that. These two will give you such a beautiful shine. I use this in between the shampoos of this. So when I use this Color Wow, I don't use this from Kerastase, okay? So these two I don't use together. This one is to make the curl last a little bit longer in your hair, but this one actually gives you the shine. Put this on your hair in sections, just spraying a little bit, and then you're blow drying it using this brush. This is the actual Color Wow brush. Oh my gosh. And you guys know I have extensions. This is safe to use on extensions. You don't have to worry about it grabbing or pulling on the extensions. Even though it is one of those like coarse, bristly type of brushes, it doesn't grab onto my extensions, which I can go right over top of them. This brush is the best thing ever. Oh my gosh. You guys, if you don't buy anything that I've talked about today in this entire video, you guys need to check this out. This is like a game changer, you guys. I'm telling you right now, you will thank me and thank me and thank me over and over and over once you try this product. It is so good. Right, the other one that I love is also from Color Wow. This is the Pop and Lock High Gloss Finish. You know, this is a gloss serum to make your hair shine. So it looks like this. It's just like I put a little dollop right here and I kind of work it into my fingers. And then I just kind of pull it through my hair and kind of pull it over top of the curls. And it gives it that extra shine without looking oily. I can put it right here at my root and it doesn't make my hair look oily. Oh my gosh, you guys, like this Color Wow stuff is the bomb. So that's all that I have for the Hair Start products. Next up, we're gonna talk about my Reiki mirror. This is my Reiki mirror. Look at this. I love this mirror, you guys. I am obsessed with this mirror. It gets really bright. So you can turn it all the way up or you can turn it all the way down. It has some settings right here. There's my window. It's very dark outside. Actually take a picture with this mirror, which is the coolest thing ever, from your phone. So like this connects to your Bluetooth on your phone and then you push this button to take a picture and it saves it to your phone. It's really, really cool. I love this new mirror. It's my new favorite thing. And this is the stand that it comes with. It comes with this little mirror, which I love this little mirror. This mirror is magnetized, and here's my thing. I never thought that I would like to use a mirror that up close with that's magnified, but there's something about the way that I apply my makeup when I can see, because it's not overly magnified to the point where you're like depressed to look at it. You know what I'm talking about. There are those mirrors out there that you don't want to look that close because you'll just be like, seriously? I look 100 years old and I don't like that pimple and I don't like this liver spot. Oh, and look at this hyperpigmentation. Where the hell did that come from? Like, you'll just do that game over and over. This is not that magnified, but it's magnified enough to really allow you to put your makeup on in a very soft and better way. Like, there's just something about it. I love it. I can't use it when I'm filming because it's white, and if I put anything up against my camera white, it kind of turns a funky color, which that kind of stinks. But it sticks to the actual mirror if you want. They're magnetized, so you can take it off and put it on like this. You can charge it and it'll work, or you can keep it plugged in. I did buy the traveling case because this is a mirror that I want to travel with. I love this mirror. It's so good. So now that we kind of have the accessories out of the way, let's move on to makeup because I have a few here that I'm dying to talk about. So I finally got my right shade in the Tom Ford Traceless Stick Foundation. So I had been using 7.7, but it was too dark. The only time I could wear this is during the summer, and even in the summer it was a tad bit too dark, but the 7.7 was really light and there was no in-betweens. And then now they've got two shades in between 7 and 7.7. So I wear 7.5 Shell Beige. This is one of those that just looks so beautiful and lasts a really long time. It's a very natural foundation. It's not a foundation that I love to wear on camera. It doesn't give me enough coverage to look good on camera, especially if I'm going through a breakout like I am right now. But I really, really like the foundation. Like, it is definitely one of my top 5 favorite foundations. I'm obsessed with it. I haven't been testing a lot of foundations this month. I have been testing one and I'm getting ready to test one tomorrow, which will be up this week. Okay, let's talk about these two sponges. So these two sponges are from InStylish, and they sent these to me, I think, in like a PR package. And I was like, yeah, okay, cool. I'll start playing with them and see what I think about them. I love these. These are so soft and so gushy. This one's dry and this one's damp. So this one is smaller when it's dry. But if you like a very, very soft, kind of gushy type, this is the Sonia Kashuk sponge. And I really like this one too, but I just haven't had a chance to get me another one. So I've been using these ones, and these are very, very soft and they really melt foundation into your skin. So if you like that really cushiony, really, really soft type of, like, the thing that I like about this one is I don't feel like this one absorbs the foundation like a sponge that has like deeper pores. Like, this one has such micro fine pores that it doesn't absorb quite like other sponges like the Beauty Blender does. Now, if you decide that you want to try these, they were nice enough to give me a code. It's not an affiliate code, it's just a code for my followers if it's something that you're interested in. The code is Tara10 and you can get 10% off of them. But if they do have a better coupon, like if they have a really good sale going on, then definitely take advantage of the sale. Really enjoy these. These are good sponges. Let's move on to powders. So I have been really testing the By Terry powders. I've been doing it kind of on the side. I haven't really been talking about it because I didn't really, when I got the translucent one, I didn't love it. And I still don't love this translucent one. It is not my favorite. I don't feel like it does anything. Like when I put it on, I feel like it doesn't last. Like, yeah, it'll blur out these pores right here, but I don't feel like it blurs them out and lasts very long. Like it's very finely milled, but I don't like it. I just didn't really feel like it was worth the money. Here's my thing. I liked it, but I never felt like it was worth the $60. If I'm going to spend $60 on powder, it's going to have to be like mind-blowing. Like it's going to have to work and really make that difference in order for me to be okay with it. And I just didn't feel that way with this one. So I almost didn't buy the colored one. I've heard people say that they didn't really like the translucent one either, but they love the colored. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to give it one more try. This is the Hyaluronic Tinted Hydra Powder from By Terry. And oh my gosh, this powder is amazing. I use it all over my face. I don't like this color under my eyes. So this one is in shade 200. It does darken my under eyes a little bit more than I want it to, but it is such a beautiful powder. I still love my Hourglass powder, don't get me wrong, but this is a nice powder and I can see and understand the hype behind it. It does just kind of blur everything out. If you guys have been kind of on the fence about trying this powder from By Terry, I don't recommend the translucent one, but I love the tinted one. It is really pretty. Next up, I wanted to talk about this. This is the Look in a Palette from Charlotte Tilbury. I've been really enjoying this. This is one of those palettes that I just reach for when I'm on the go, and I don't want to do like one full big makeup look and pull out my big palettes and all of that. This is just so convenient. I love how the bronzer is very buildable. The only thing that I wish that this palette was different is I wish the blush was over here and the highlighter was right here, because I feel like you're going to use way more bronzer and blush than you ever will the highlighter. And if the highlighter would have been right here, it would have just been so much easier, because the blush is a little bit too small. I have to use a small brush to apply the blush, and I don't love that about it. But other than that, this palette is fantastic. But this next one, I don't think you guys are going to be surprised by. My Scott Barnes palette has been like my holy grail. I absolutely love this palette. It is like everything that I've ever wanted in a palette. Mine is getting really messy because I've used it so much since I reviewed it that day. In fact, I think this is the first palette that I've consistently used over and over and over and over and over since I reviewed it. Like sometimes when I review something, I will use it and then I will really like it, but then I will have to move on to something else because I'm reviewing something else, or, you know, I'll be reaching and then I'll really like that and I won't, you know, and that one will kind of get pushed to the side. This is one of those that will never get pushed to the side. Like this is amazing. And the thing that I love the most about it is I don't get any fallout. And you guys know that I do my face makeup before I do my eye makeup. And I'm somebody that doesn't pack powder underneath my eyes to catch fallout. So for me personally, that is the thing that stands out the most. You get instant pigmentation. You get beautiful mattes that blend so beautifully. And the shimmers are just exceptionally gorgeous. I mean, the shimmers are so beautiful, but I don't get any fallout. And I love that about this palette. I never get fallout with this. Ever. I've used it with a synthetic brush. I've used it with my natural hair brushes. You know, it's just one of those palettes that just works for me. And I love it so much. It is still my favorite palette that I've ever bought of all time. I love it so much. It has just been it has my heart and soul, bottom line. So let's move on to lashes. So these lashes from Charlotte Tilbury are the best I've ever used. And I'm not saying that because I love Charlotte Tilbury's brand. But when I first bought these, I bought these in the beginning of November. And I bought 2 of the red carpet lash. and one of the Glamour Lash, okay? And I'm actually wearing the Red Carpet Lash. She also has like a natural pair. When I went to buy these, those were sold out. Comes in a box like this, and it has a little thing of glue down here at the bottom. I have not needed to use another pair of lashes since I got these lashes. And as you guys know, I have been growing out my lashes, and right now I love my lashes on this side, but on this side, I don't know if you guys experience this, but every single time I use an eyelash serum, like a growth serum, sometimes some of my lashes will fall out, and then they'll come in, and they'll come in fuller and fuller and thicker and thicker. And that's kind of the process of it. This side has really come in really quick, and they're just getting fuller and fuller. On this side, I have these little gaps. They're right here on this part of my eye, and I can't stand it. It's driving me crazy. So I've been needing to wear lashes a little bit more than I want to. But let me tell you something. These lashes from Charlotte Tilbury, the band is like perfect. I hope that she continues to carry these. Like, I heard that these were just kind of like a trial thing for like the Christmas time, and I don't know that she was going to keep them as a permanent part of her collection, and I really hope that she does, because these are the best lashes I've ever used when it comes to the band, the longevity. So the lashes that I'm wearing right now, these are the original pair of the lashes that I bought back in the beginning of November. They've lasted me for an entire month. I've probably worn them probably 20 times, maybe 25 times. I wear them over and over and over and over and over. The band is so comfortable. And even though I really like House of Lashes, sometimes their bands will be a little bit harsh on the edges. So sometimes I even have to take a file to them, like a nail file, and kind of soften them up so that they're not so sharp on the edges. These are so comfortable. The band is unbelievable comfortable. When you're wearing lashes on a daily basis and you want to rewear that pair, and when you go to pull the glue off, you have to be really careful so that you don't tear up the band. But with these, you don't have to worry about that. It's incredible. These are the best lashes I've ever used, and I've used a lot of brands, you guys. I've used a lot. My only thing is I don't want to fall in love with these and then she gets rid of them and never brings them back, because I love these. And I ordered these. She was completely out of the natural chic lashes, which they're just a little bit more natural looking on the eye. And so I went ahead and ordered 2 pairs of those. But these are fantastic. The bands are fantastic. The way that they last. And that's the thing, is I don't mind spending $17 on 1 pair of lashes when I have used them. I have used this pair more than 20 times. So I have definitely gotten my money's worth. I didn't know that Charlotte Tilbury had even released any lashes. And then I saw my friend Erin Nicole TV. She talked about him in her October favorites. And I was like, oh, yes, please. And I ordered them immediately, and I love them, you guys. They're the best lashes I've ever used. So let's move on to lips. I have a few products here that I've been loving. All right, so right now I am wearing my favorite, one of my favorite combinations. I'm wearing the Christian Audette Mel Thompson lip liner in the shade Smooches with the shade Beauty. These two are so beautiful. You guys know that I love this set from Mel Thompson and Christian Audette. The other ones that I have been loving, you guys. So I got this set. This is from Larly Los Angeles. As you guys know, Larly is a YouTuber. She has a brand called Larly Los Angeles. I bought the 3 lipstick duo. I have been loving these two. I also love this one. This one is in the shade Rose Icing. You guys, I really like her liquid matte lipstick. She makes a great formula. I am really impressed with the longevity, and these are pretty affordable. This one I wore the other day and it lasted me for hours. This one is a shimmery one. Look how beautiful that is. So the set of 3, you can buy these individually if you don't want this like bright orange red color. So this one is in the shade Cabana. So that's what Cabana looks like. So these 3 are the set. I had to, you know, anyways, I had to go down my arm. This one's called Mai Tai. And this one is like a peachy color. Let me just tell you something. This on the lip and then topping it with this. It is so pretty. Oh my gosh. It is like the prettiest color. Let me show you what it looks like. I love it. I have been wearing it non-stop. This is this color. over top of it. So having the peach underneath it, it's like the perfect combination. I'm obsessed with it. I love it so much. I will use either, you know, Smooches from Mel Thompson, or even my iconic nude from Charlotte Tilbury. I will use my nude number 2 lip liner from KKW Beauty. Like, any lip liner will work. And so I'll put the lip liner on first, and then I'll go over it with the peachy one, which is Mai Tai, and then I will really blend that in, and then I will grab a little bit of this and stick it right here, and it's amazing. It's so good. But these are actually a really nice liquid lipstick formula. This one actually reminds me a lot of the shade Puffin from Mel Thompson. Let me show you guys what this looks like next to Mel's lipstick, just in case those of you already have Mel's lipstick and you want to know what the shade looks like compared to it. So Mel's is a little bit more on the orange side. So this one is Puffin right here, and this is Cabana. They look very similar, but they're still kind of different. Mel's is definitely more orange. As you can see, Mel's is more orange. I love these two. I'm obsessed with them. And I also love this one. You can also receive 10% off your first order if you've never ordered from her website before. So there's 16 each, or you can buy all, like a set of 3 for 38. I have Jaybird Topless, Nakey, and then I have the new set. But I also have this Rose Icing. So I must have bought this one separately. This is her other nude set. Let me show you guys what these look like. So these are definitely cool toned. So for those of you that like cool toned lipsticks, so Jaybird, Nakey, and Topless. So those are the other 3 that I have from her collection. Of course, I do want to talk about a few brushes. As you guys know, I have been obsessed with my new Sky brush set from Sonia G. I have been loving these brushes, and I think they're fantastic. I know that a lot of you guys missed out on them, and I'm very sorry for that. She is going to be restocking them soon, so be on the look for that. But I also have been loving my Refer brushes, and let me just say you guys this. Oh my gosh. I am going to be uploading my video of my Refer brushes and my favorite Refer brushes. This bronzer brush from Refer is like the greatest thing I've ever used. I have the Sky Face set and the Pro Face set, and I love both of those sets. But oh my gosh, you guys, I have none of those brushes has a brush that applies bronzer like this one does. This bronzer brush is bomb. Yeah, I love it. Now I have a ton of Refer brushes right here. Let me show you. I'm just gonna show you how many I have, okay? I have a lot of Refer brushes. I've been using them all month long, and in the next couple days, you guys will see that video pop up of all of my Refer brushes and which brushes that I like the most and what I use them for. So be on the look for that video coming up. But finally, let's talk about the greatest mascara I have ever used in my entire life. And it is from Scott Barnes. This is my final favorite product of the month of November. And of course, I just got this like last week. I don't have any mascara like it in my collection. This is the best mascara. It's called the Pumped Up Mascara. It doesn't budge. It doesn't give me raccoon eyes, and it really separates my lashes, and it's a formula that I can build on top of. It's such a good formula, you guys. I'm obsessed with this. You guys, this is a good mascara. He did a good job on this. So I just had to briefly mention that. It is one of my favorite new formulas. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for the love that you show me and my channel. It means the world to me. I hope you guys have a wonderful day filled with love and joy. I will see you guys in my next video, and I love you all so much. Bye.